with another garden tip from Botanica. Just wanted to remind you that now is a good time to put out your hummingbird feeders and oriole feeders. So first, a little bit about hummingbird feeders. Red is a good color to attract hummingbirds. So you don't actually have to put red dye in the feeders. They'll be attracted by the color of the feeder you might have. Almost all the ones on the market are already red in color. This particular one is red glass, so the solution of sugar water that you would put in here doesn't need to be dyed. And then other ones that have clear glass, you can just leave that clear because it's still out for debate as whether or not red dye actually harms hummingbirds, but just to be on the safe side, go ahead and leave it out. So when you make your solution for hummingbirds, you want to make sure that it's a 4 parts water to 1 part sugar, and you can make this at home really easily. As long as you have hot enough water to dissolve your regular white sugar, that should be good enough to make your solution. If you want to go ahead and boil it because you're worried about the water quality, you can do that too, and that's a better option if you want to go ahead and save your sugar water solution in the fridge. Go ahead and boil it first. And then once you get it filled up, hang it in a good spot that's visible to hummingbirds. So from the sky they can see the color red that makes up your feeder, and they'll see it and then they can start drinking from it. Also, hummingbirds are territorial, so if you notice that 2 or more hummingbirds are fighting over the feeder, you would want to go ahead and hang up additional feeders so that they're not territorial and they can all share and be happy. Next we'll talk about oriole feeders. So the best time to hang up oriole feeders was about mid-April, so we're a little bit late, but you still have time to hang it up and get it ready to go. Orioles are still hungry and they're looking for places to eat, so your feeders will attract them. Orioles are stunning birds. They are really bright orange and black, and the thing that they like to eat on their feeders are grape jelly and oranges. So on this feeder you can see that it has a little cup that you can put your grape jelly in, and then these little screws to where you could stick half of an orange on there, and they'll just pick out the fruit from that, and they really love it. And you get to enjoy your birds because they're vibrant and they'll stick around at the feeder for a long time. Another thing to consider when you have an oriole feeder is to get an ant moat, because when you have grape jelly, something so sweet outside, the ants will find it. So an ant moat, which I meant to bring one in, is just a little cup, and it has a hook to put on your shepherd's hook, and then another hook that you would hook the feeder from, and then the cup would hold water. And so as the ants are coming up the shepherd's hook and they're gonna go down to the grape jelly, they drown in the water in the ant moat. So that's something that you could consider investing in, or if you don't mind the ants, they'll just share the grape jelly with the orioles. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time for another garden tip.